Hello all, welcome back to my third France video, and this time we are heading towards Avignon, but of course we were going to make a detour by the Pont de Garde, but we stopped for some snacks at a fueling station first. And this is where I got to try my first Kinder Egg. Okay, I just wanted to film myself doing the real Kinder Egg thing, but it's still not working. Rip to my tripod.
Hold it back to you.
Okay. Oh my god, this is so cool. It's a little toy.
She's doing the same thing.
What, filming yourself doing it?
I don't know filming, but
I don't want to risk taking it home.
it's the weirdest thing that is banned. Like, who would shove a whole egg in their mouth?
This is pretty good though.
It's like white chocolate inside.
Maybe I'm... There we go. Oh, this is so cute!
What is cute?
It's a little crocodile. So yeah, Kinder Eggs are banned in America, so that was my first one, and super excited about that. As you can see, I absolutely love the little toy, and it's actually sitting on my desk now. I really like these little splats on the floor. They're cute. They're really nice. So once we got to the Pont de Garde, we were able to go through the museum to see how it was built and the various architecture and the history behind it before we were able to go to the actual thing. At this point, I didn't realize how spectacular the actual aqueduct was, and when I say this thing is spectacular, you're gonna want to wait to see this. The hike was super fun too, and just look at that view. Adventuring with Piper and Anna. This is the most photo-esque place we've been. I love it. Yeah. Look at Caroline being aesthetic. This was by far the most amazing view I had seen on the trip so far, and argumentatively the most beautiful place, which is really hard to argue because everything was beautiful in France, but like I absolutely love the Pont de Garde, and I ended up taking a lot of footage here because I was so awestruck by it. And then we had to say goodbye to the Pont de Garde, and we headed on into Avignon. I collect a lot of things, and plushies are one of them, so I left this French trip with around 8, which is kind of embarrassing, but they are very cute and very cuddly. But here is where we were staying in Avignon. I roomed with Piper, and it was just us for this trip. Our room was super cute and very, I guess the word is just cute. It's really cutesy.
You already turned on the TV.
This is French criminal minds.
That's so cool.
Right? It has the guy from the Office.
French Criminal Minds.
Yes.
Like, is it just Criminal Minds in French?
No, it's like their version. Different actors.
Oh, well, so just the... After we settled into our rooms, we were able to go out and find some food and adventure on our own. Video. Everybody back there adventuring. Hey! Avignon was a very small and very cute town. It had such a friendly neighborhood vibe, and the people there were so nice and friendly. The cats of France. Okay, I'm recording this because I just went to a boutique and I got a jacket, and a sweatshirt, and the lady in there was like, "Oh, you speak French?" because I was just trying to speak to her in French a little bit, and I was like, cool, a little, and then she told me that I was doing very well, and I feel very, very accomplished now, and it made me want to cry, like happy tears. I was so happy because like I've been really trying, and it made me feel very good. So yeah, just wanted to send that. We ended up in this cute little cafe, and as you can see, Anna had to let me borrow her hat, and I'm so grateful to this. My ears are so sensitive, and there was a false sense of warmth when we just got there. We were then on our way for our day trip to Saint Remy, which was actually where Van Gogh lived for a while and where he actually admitted himself into the mental hospital, and we were able to see the outside of that, so stay tuned. Saint Remy was also a very cute and small town, and also had a very similar neighborhood vibe as Avignon, and there were many Van Gogh-esque items all around. There were little Vincent symbols in the sidewalk, and then there were signs where you could see where he had been inspired by his art, which I found was really cool. It was really cool to be able to travel sketch and be in the same place that inspired Van Gogh so heavily with all of his artworks. You'll see where I've taken some videos of some of those posters where you'll see like the actual location that he painted, which that's just so amazing to me. I have no words.
That's like a thing to like help fix the wall.
Oh.
My friend just bought this like really like old cottage in this like village outside of London, and she has to pick out some of those for this wall. The wall's like 500 years old, and it's like falling into the road. And so the people are like, if you buy this house, you have to fix this wall. And so she's like shopping for those, and there's like different
And yes, I am actually wearing the jacket I got at the boutique where the woman told me my French was good. So yeah, and I treasure that jacket and still wear it all the time. So this was actually the hospital that Van Gogh admitted himself into, and it actually is still a working hospital, so we were not able to tour it, but I do think it's interesting and such an important note on mental health that he was able to make that decision and know that he needed that help and was able to get some help for himself. Van Gogh's life was honestly pretty tragic, but I do think we can learn a lot from him with mental health. Even though his story didn't end the way that we really wish it would, we do see that how he was successful in his ways after his life, and I just wish he was able to see that. I hope he is looking down on us from wherever he's at now and can see that he made such an impact on artists like me, and I'm so excited to be inspired by the same things he was. We were able to see more evidence of Roman ruins in Saint Remy, and just look at that architecture. I, again, am so awestruck, and I know I say that a lot, but like you can't help but just be like your breath taken away by this architecture. After our walking tour, we were able to get into town and grab some lunch, and we got pizza, and I loved every moment of that pizza, and we were able to walk around and look into a few shops. Next, we were journeying to Les Baux de Provence, France, where we were going to be able to see some castle ruins. The wind was very strong up here, so I'm apologizing in advance if some of the videos are muffled that were taken at the time. I know. I'm gonna try to do this again, no wind this time. Again, we come to my crippling fear of heights, but still wanting to enjoy it. But this view was terrifying and beautiful all at the same time. It's so windy. We're taking refuge from the storm. A rough wind. Oh. Piper and I did manage to climb to the top of this castle, even with my fear of heights. This is as far as I can get to the edge without like passing out. It's too scary. I'm like actually shaking right now, but look how pretty it is. The wind was too much. I ended up putting up my hair in a braid. Where people walk. After exploring around the castle ruins, we were able to go to the Cezanne and Kandinsky experience, which is a new type of way to show art. I know that it's been pretty popular with Van Gogh recently, and I think that this was such an amazing experience. The music playing might be copyrighted, so I decided not to play that here, and all of these clips will be voiced over. But it felt like you were a part of the painting itself. The music went perfectly with it. It was all over the walls and the floor. It was so amazing. When we walked out of the cave where the exhibition was being held, Anna followed a pigeon, and we walked back into the exhibition shortly later. We then traveled back to Avignon for some more free time in the small little town and to get some food, some well-deserved food at this point. Okay, and I filmed this thing for way too long, but I thought it was going to be one of those things where it would pop up to stop traffic, but it never popped up. I'm pretty sure that's what it is, but I'm not exactly sure how that works since we don't really have those, at least in South Carolina in America. So yeah, I filmed it for an embarrassingly long amount of time, but you know, I wanted to put it in here because, like, it was still an experience. And then we were on the road to Rockford, which didn't show up on the map, but that was the closest to it, so I did my best. Thank you for watching my Adventures in Avignon video, and stay tuned to the last one where we travel all the way back to Paris and then to home. Thank you again, and have a great day.